Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back and welcome to another live edition. That's right, your boy Sports and Fitness Rants coming in early. Coming in a little early, man, for all you guys out there, man. So once again, you guys know the deal on this channel. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys. And remember, holding the standard. Remember, guys, it's important that we hold the standard, man. Shout out to Michael Knight. Shout out to DX2. What up, guys? You guys coming in early, man. I started the live like 15 minutes early, whatever it was. So shout out to you guys for coming through, man. I want to, thank all you guys, everyone across the world. Everyone across the states has been supporting my channel. You guys know the deal, man. You guys know how I feel, man. Thank you for everybody out there who's supporting my live streams. You guys donating to my channel. Much respect to all you guys. John Pettit, what up, man? Old Gun, what up, man? Thank you for you so much of you guys for coming in early, man. So like I said, man, I'm truly humble, guys, by all the support, man. It truly means a lot, man. And you guys know what to do, man. Turn the volume all the way up, man. Turn the volume all the way up, man. You know what I'm saying? You guys know the deal, man. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So yes, guys, like I said, man, what up to everybody that's coming in early? I started the live a little early, man. I wanted to get going a little bit. I wanted to do a live early with my man AOH and 93 Zay. I wasn't able to get on there with them. Shout out to all you guys, man. Slow Mo, Captain Bones, man. Thomas, what up, man? Shout out to all you guys that have coming through mad early. I started the live a little early, man. JLJ, what up? Thank you so much, guys, for all the support, man. And you know I was going to do a live stream. I told you guys I was going to do a live stream. We got to be talking about this guy, LeBron James. But first, and more importantly, listen up. A happy birthday out to Michael Jordan. Like I said, you guys know how I feel about Michael Jordan. I know how a lot of us feel out there about Michael Jordan, man. Shout out to Jim Brown. Once again, the late, great Jim Brown. Happy birthday to him, man. Shout out to him. But like I said, man, happy birthday to Michael Jordan once again, man. And you guys know the deal, man. Like I said, growing up, watching Michael Jordan, but not only watching Michael Jordan, but the other players, his contemporaries, the other guys in his era from the 80s and the 90s. You guys know how I feel. That's the era I grew up watching. So once again, much respect to Michael Jordan. And like I said, thank you to Michael Jordan for, like I said, always being there, man. You know, there's a scene from, and shout out to all you guys that came in early, man. Like I said, I'm truly humble, guys. You know, I ramble and rant on. If I miss your messages, guys, forgive me, man. But there's a scene from the movie Tombstone, and you guys know how I feel about the movie Tombstone. And, there's a scene towards the end of the movie, like really way at the end, when Doc Holliday is on his deathbed. And Wyatt Earp goes to visit him in the sanatorium. You guys remember Doc Holliday's laying in the bed, man. He's dying, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? He's on his last legs, right? And Wyatt Earp goes to visit him. And they have an exchange there. And as Wyatt Earp gets up to walk away, he says to Doc Holliday, he says, thanks, Doc, for always being there. You know, and for me, man, when he said that to him, like you could tell it really meant a lot that Doc Holliday was there when he needed him to be there. You know, and he really meant that when he said that. And that really, like I said, that I felt that, you know what I'm saying? Like for real, in that movie, in that moment. And for me, that's how I feel about Michael Jordan when I say, thank you for always being there, man. And a lot of those guys, you know what I'm saying? Like that's the respect, that we had for them. Because I always tell you guys, when back in the day, when you turned the TV on, man, and you wanted to see so-and-so play against so-and-so, or you turned on the TV to see this team, and you assumed that this player was going to be there, those guys were there more often than not, guys. They were always there for us, man. They showed up. That's why I always tell you guys, that's how Michael Jordan and these other players showed their appreciation for us. Not by signing autographs. A lot of those guys don't do that stuff. Not by taking pictures with us. You know what I'm saying? Not even by maybe being nice to us, on the side or something like that. The way that they showed us that they respected us as fans and they appreciated us was by showing up to work, by going out there on the court. That's how I always looked at it. That's how I always looked at Michael Jordan. A lot of those guys, man, the respect that I had for them because they went out there. Like I said, these guys played through personal problems. They had things going on in their lives. They didn't make excuses about it because they know so does everybody else in the world, and they were true professionals. Michael Jordan showed up, guys, showed up when he didn't have to all the time. And not only did the man show up, he showed out when he was there. Much respect, like I said, to all you guys coming through early, man. I'm sorry, man. Delano, Masculine MJ. What up, guys? Thank you very much to all you guys, like I said, coming in early, man. But that's how they showed us they respected us, by showing up to work, man. You know what I'm saying? These guys today, like I said, on Michael Jordan's birthday, LeBron James not going to show up to the All-Star game, man. So you know we're going to be talking about this. Like I said, shout out to all you guys. I started the live very early, 10, 15 minutes early. So I know, forgive me if some of you guys are late coming in, if you guys thought I was going to do it. I know, who am I? I probably ain't got nobody waiting for my lives, right? But anyway, much respect to all you guys. Like I said, man, happy birthday to Michael Jordan. Like I said, a true competitor, man. I will always celebrate the memory, the honor of Michael Jordan, the basketball player. Like I said, man, what he went out there and did, the way that he carried himself with the class, the honor, the respect. Like I said, you know, the man had a lot of integrity, and he played with that love of the game, man. So like I said, much respect. Like I said, when you think about someone like that, when you think about someone like Michael Jordan, you think about someone from the guys of those eras, the past eras, and then we transition to someone like LeBron James, who's supposed to be the face of the league. All these years, they promote LeBron James as the face of the NBA. Remember, LeBron James by Kenny Smith, a guy who played in the NBA, who I respect as an NBA player, who won championships. He hit some big shots for those Houston Rockets, man. This man proclaimed LeBron James the second best player in the league this season, man. The second best player in the league. And this man, once again, has been an embarrassment on the NBA and does not show up in the All-Star game, the second best player in the league. And for what? What's the reasoning behind LeBron James not showing up in the All-Star game, man? Yo, Anthony L., thank you very much, man. Classic basketball DVDs, man. What's up, man? Yo, yeah, QC, man, I see you out there, man. Give me a second here. Let me ramble on for a second. So, you know, this is LeBron James, the guy that they're touting as the second best player in the NBA. Doesn't show up to an All-Star game for soreness reasons or for whatever the reasons are. We all know that LeBron James is one of the most calculated players in the history of the game. Renee 43, what up, Johnny? What up, Jamar? 3224, what's good? What's good, guys? I started the live early, so keep doing your thing. So when we talk about these things, and then we talk about LeBron James not showing up for the All-Star game. That's a big moment because, like I said, you make it about yourself. Like a lot of you guys were mentioning to me earlier when I did in that video, a lot of you guys were mentioning LeBron James, you know, being selfish, doing things for himself. And that's the way LeBron James has always been, calculated. These things are always done with intent. There's a reason behind these things. 22 years in, we know LeBron James. So this is a selfish move by LeBron James to not show up when you're supposed to be the face of the league. Remember, I told you guys, I do not believe that LeBron James was a straight-up all-star. I do not believe. I get LeBron James getting voted on by the people. I get that. But where are we at right now? All of those people that voted LeBron James onto the all-star game, all those people that voted him on, you guys look real stupid right now. Real stupid. Why? Because your boy LeBron James was a late scratch. He did not tell people early, ahead of time, hey, you know what? I'm not going to play in the all-star game this year, guys. I'm dealing with this nagging foot. I'm going to sit this one out. I've been doing this for 20 years. I'm going to take a break. Tell these people a week in advance. Give them a heads up so they could do something. They could plan around it. Someone could get in the game. But no, LeBron James doesn't do that. So all those people vote for LeBron James. They show up to the arena with the LeBron James jerseys on. They show up there to get a picture of LeBron James, to see LeBron James, to cheer for LeBron James. But LeBron James wasn't out there, y'all. He's out there in street clothes, looking like a straight goof. Comes out there for the introductions. So you came out there for the fanfare, the introduction, but you couldn't come out there and lace it up. Like I said in my video earlier, you tell me LeBron James couldn't play for 10 minutes? He couldn't just go out there, like I said, for a little bit, put on a little bit for the people that voted him out there? No, this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. How could you get behind someone like that? You see this guy right here? You see that man right there behind me? That dude showed up. Showed up. Every single night for every single All-Star game, every single postseason game, this man was there. And not only was Michael Jordan there, like a lot of the other guys that we grew up watching being there, they gave the effort when they were out there. They gave the effort when they were out there. So what, LeBron James didn't want to put the effort out there? He didn't want to put himself out there in the embarrassment that is, or which is, the NBA All-Star game right now. LeBron James is the problem, right? He's the face of the league all these years, and he's watched the All-Star game go downhill. He didn't grab none of these guys by the jersey and be like, yo, what are we doing out here, guys? We're goofing it up. We're looking like a bunch of idiots. No. In fact, like my man Chris Tucker, I did that post with Chris Tucker's face, and I told you guys the All-Star game ain't been good since Kobe Bryant, right? Like, you guys know that scene from Rush Hour 2 when Chris Tucker says, man, Lionel Richie ain't been black since the Commodores. The All-Star game ain't been good since Kobe. And those are the facts, man. Those are the facts, guys. And why is that the truth? Why is it not that the All-Star game hasn't been worth a damn since guys like Kobe Bryant, that generation, those guys with that mindset, the Jason Kidds, the Tim Duncans, the Kevin Garnetts, right? The Dirk Nowitzkis, the Steve Nashes, man, right? The Allen Iversons, all of these guys, man, the Kobe Bryants, man, those guys with the mindset to go out there. Remember, Kobe Bryant challenged LeBron James in the 2012 All-Star game, man. He called LeBron James out, man. And he was like, yo, come on, man. Let's compete. Let's show the people something, right? Like Kobe Bryant probably thought in his mind, this guy thinks he's better than me. People think LeBron James is better than me. Let's go out here in the All-Star game and have some fun with it. But LeBron James backed down like a coward. Like a straight coward, man. The same way that he backed away from the NBA Slam Dunk Contest all these years. So not only did you back away from the NBA Slam Dunk Contest, you took away from the competitive nature and, the fun of the Slam Dunk Contest, the prestige of the Slam Dunk Contest by not competing in all these years. But you were scared to go against Kobe Bryant and really go out there and play the All-Star game the way that it was played back in the 80s, the 70s, the 90s, the 50s. I mean, these guys were putting it out there on the line. Were they not? Yo, shout out to all you guys in the chat. I'm sorry if I haven't read your guys' chats off. Forgive me. You know how I get. I ramble on. I rant on. So to bear with me. Shout you guys out all the time. You guys know that slow-mo. What up, DC? I see you guys out there, man. Like I said, the true supporters of my channel, man. Like I said, Class Basketball DVDs. What up, man? The lowly one. My man, the lonely one, always comes through with the super chat. Thank you very much, as always. And he says, I wondered why Jordan kept popping up in the algorithm. The 1998 finals, highest watched finals, most viewed game, and the best clutch sequence in the NBA's history. Happy birthday to the best. Let's roll. The lowly one. Thank you very much, man. You have been a true supporter of my channel. Once again, you guys know how I feel when you guys donate to my channel. Like I said, I don't do this for the money or the fame or anything like that. Like I said, I really and truly am humble. Like I said, the lowly one, thank you very much for coming through. And yes, Michael Jordan's birthday, so that's why Michael Jordan's coming up, but also because we all miss Michael Jordan. Like I said, and not just Michael Jordan, but that era, those guys, the people with that kind of similar mindsets, people that are competitors. Like I said, when we talk about guys like Kobe Bryant, the Tim Duncans, the last great players from the 2000s, the Shaquille O'Neals, it's a dying breed, guys. These guys don't have it anymore. They just don't care. So, Scap was saying the other day, on the live stream, about, the MVP trophy being named after Kobe Bryant for the All-Star game and how, they need to get that man's name off the All-Star trophy if they're going to continue to let the All-Star game become a disgrace like this. Because this is not the All-Star game or, the memories that, people want to be remembered, and Kobe Bryant's name is on this trophy. So it's supposed to, see, that's the thing. These guys are supposed to be going out there and honoring someone like Kobe Bryant. Like, they're supposed to be going out there on the court, like LeBron James. He's supposed to be like, you know what, man? We're going to go out there and honor Kobe Bryant, guys. His name is on the trophy. We're going to go out there and give the effort. This is what Kobe Bryant would want. Whether he was alive or dead is irrelevant. They should be going out there to honor the guys' names that are on that trophy. Michael Jordan's name's on the MVP trophy, man. You know what I'm saying? The lowly one talked about the three-play sequence at the end of the 98 finals. You guys know how I feel about that three-play sequence. Excuse me, guys. That to me is the greatest replay sequence in the history of all sports. I've never seen anyone do anything like that in the moment that it was, at that time, on fumes, at that age. It's incredible, guys. It's insane, sensational against the people that he did it against. I mean, the man literally baited one of the greatest assist men, one of the greatest passers in the history of the game, John Stockton. He baits that man to making a careless pass, right? Michael Jordan fakes him, comes back, and then strips the ball from Karl Malone, one of the all-time great players in the history of the game. Strips the ball from this man and doesn't foul him. This is no like, oh, Michael Jordan got away with a foul. No, there's no get away with the foul. And please, spare me with the push-off stuff. Spare me with it, because we all know it's laughable at best for anyone to say that Michael Jordan pushed off on Byron Russell. I seen Michael Jordan hit the exact same play, and his body and hand do the exact same thing against other players in other moments. I saw him do the same thing in the 93 finals against Dan Marley several times and a lot of these other guys, man. Once again, this is what Michael Jordan practiced. He practiced these things. He didn't pull this stuff out of nowhere, out of thin air, man. This is something that Michael Jordan repeatedly doing these things. And he's going out there, like I said, and representing. Like I said, he always showed up. Yo, Stebby J, what up? Coming through with the super chat. Thank you very much. I was inspired by Magic All-Star performance in '92. Yes, Stebby J, thank you I was gonna talk about the '92 All-Star game with Magic Johnson. You guys know that's my favorite All-Star moment, my favorite All-Star game in the history of NBA, guys. The '92 All-Star game, to me, Magic Johnson in that moment. You know, when I was talking the other day on the Sunday live stream, I was saying how, we didn't mind a lot of the older players getting voted to an all-star game when they were at the end of their careers, when maybe you thought, they were just being voted on there off the popularity. Not necessarily that they deserve it 100%. Maybe they could have pushed somebody over one of these older guys, but they were there strictly off popularity. The reason why these guys earned those spots, even if it was strictly off popularity, and we respected that, is because those guys were there and helped push the All-Star game forward. They kept the All-Star game up. They never brought it down. So we weren't at the point where we were like, damn, man, Dominique Wilkins again, the All-Star game? I don't want to see Dominique Wilkins again. I don't want to see that, man. Oh, man, Michael Jordan again. Oh, Magic. Oh, Isaiah. Oh, Clyde. Oh, you weren't mad at seeing those guys every single season because they uplifted. The game was exciting. You didn't mind seeing Hakeem Olajuwon or David Robinson or Patrick Ewing out there. You didn't mind seeing Chris Mullin or Reggie Miller or Larry Johnson or Alonzo Mourning, Dikembe Mutombo. You didn't mind seeing any of these guys out there at any given time, any given year, because they kept the game up. That's what it was about, man. So once again, when we talk about the All-Star games and, Stevie J brings in the 1992 All-Star game with Magic Johnson. Remember, Magic Johnson was voted on based off of popularity, guys. He wasn't even in the league, but he was voted on popularity-wise, and they brought him in because it was Magic Johnson, voted in by the fans. And what did Magic Johnson go out there and do, guys? He went out there and put on a damn show, man. On a show, guys. Put on a show for the people out there. Magic Johnson, one of the great moments in the history of the NBA. And like I said, to me, my favorite All-Star game moment. So these are the moments, the things that we talk about, the great players. Someone like Magic Johnson getting voted in like that. No one had a problem with that. Like, there were some guys that didn't want Magic Johnson out there because, they thought he was sick and things of that nature, and they were worried about themselves. But as far as, Magic Johnson and going out there, no one was worried about Magic Johnson goofing the game up. The man went out there in the moment. You know why he did that? Because he's Magic Johnson, guys. That's why. Yo, much respect, man. Thank you very much, guys. Shout out to all you guys, like I said, in the chat for coming through. I started the live stream a little bit earlier. I see some of you guys asking, yo, Angry Old Hoops, what up, man? I'm not taking any call and say I'm not doing this off my laptop, my crappy laptop that I scrunched up. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing this off my phone, so I'm not able to take any calls. I see my man Angry Old Hoops out there in the chat. Yo, I wanted to get on with you guys earlier, man, but I was out there, it took longer, and I was just able to get on here for the live stream. I want to try to do this, for a little bit and hit everybody with some of the All-Star talk. So shout out to my man Angry Old Hoops and 93Z. I was watching some of you guys earlier, man, before I had to go into my appointment. Like I said, man, I'm not taking any calls today, guys, on this live. But me and him will definitely be going live on Wednesday. And I believe we got Scap with us on Wednesday. We're going to be going live. So we'll have me dissolve the video footage AOH. And we'll have Scap out there on the live on Wednesday, guys. So please come join us. You guys know how we always do it. Oh, I thought I saw another super chat in here. Yeah, much respect, my man Bookmark. Coming through. Bookmark, thank you very much coming through with the super chat. Like I said, you guys truly humble me, man. Thank you very much for coming through again. Bookmark, like I said, true supporter of my channel. He says truth. I'm out here. And that's all I got for you guys. All I got for you guys is the truth and the facts. Because you guys know the deal, man. You guys are the true basketball fans, man. You guys know that. So when I'm telling you guys that I'm giving you the facts here, and I'm telling you guys I'm giving you the perspective of someone who grew up. Listen, if I was lying about this stuff, then you guys would be telling me, the people who grew up watching the same thing that I grew up watching, you guys know. We know the same thing. I'm the messenger for you guys. That's what you guys tell me, man. I'm the messenger. I'm giving you guys the facts, man. You guys know that, man. So much respect to everybody out there. Like I said, man, you guys know the deal, man. Much respect to all you guys, man. My man, Angry Old Hoops, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, man, for real. Coming through with the super chat. Thank you very much, man. Brings the truth. My man, Angry Old Hoops, man. That's what I got for you guys. That's why I always tell you guys, if you listen to what I say and then you go to my man AOH's channel and you watch the video footage, then you know it's the facts. It verifies everything I'm telling you. So when we talk about someone like LeBron James, and his fans will say that we're hating on LeBron James. Oh, this guy only talks about LeBron James. No, LeBron James puts himself out there for us to talk about him in this negative way. Because once again, he's not living up to the standard. So once again, this guy right here, the other guys, they were held to a standard. The standard that Bill Russell laid out, the guys like George Mikan laid out, the Bob Cousy's, the Bob Pettits, the Oscar Robertsons, the Jerry West, the Elgin Baylors, right? The Willis Reeds, the Walt Fraziers, the Dr. J's, the Kareem Abdul-Jabbars, the Moses Malones, right? All of these guys, man, that came before Michael Jordan, they were the ones that set the standard, guys. The standard was set by those players. So when we talk about the history of the game and we talk about standing on the shoulder of giants, this is why Michael Jordan was viewed as being so great, because he was being compared to greatness. He was being compared to Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain, the people whose names were whispered. People like, oh man, Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, the guy who has an asterisk by everything that he does because you can't compete and do what he was doing in the record books. This is what he was doing. So you're being compared to Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. These guys, the great players, the standard that they were held to. Not a lower version of that. So people are like, yeah, Michael Jordan's greater than Magic Johnson and Larry Bird just because he is. Because those guys weren't that good. That's what they're telling you now. The players back then are not that good. That's why these guys are better than them. Instead of just being like, well, this guy's greater than this guy because he can do this better than him, they can't make that argument. They make it about the era. They make it about the competition. They make it about the guys, the way they dribbled the ball. Little do they know, these guys were held, once again, to a higher standard. So when you're held to a higher standard, how great really are you when you're being held to a lower standard? Those guys were great under those harsh standards. And once again, think about the conditions these guys played in. These guys played in arenas where people were allowed to smoke. I mean, people don't even understand. A lot of these young people out here, you were allowed to smoke in restaurants, on airplanes, guys, and they used to call it the no smoking section. So let's think about this in reality in terms of science. Does anyone believe that because you sit 20 feet from me this way in a room and you're smoking, I'm in the no smoking section? I'm not being affected by you smoking. So once again, this is the world that we grew up in. We didn't wear seat belts everywhere we went. We ran the backseat, no seatbelts. Once again, we did not get offended by words and people trying to hurt our feelings. It's a different world. We had monkey bars. We had things of that nature. Back when I was growing up, they don't even have that stuff no more. We played dodgeball. You can't play dodgeball now. God forbid a kid get hit in the face with a dodgeball. My goodness. So these are the kinds of things that we're talking about when we talk about these guys, man, versus, some of the other players that played back in the days. Like, am I going to sit here and believe that my life was harder than my father's life because the world that he lived in was a lot easier? Stop it right now. Not even close, man. Once again, it's not reality if anyone thinks that way. Yo, shout out to all you guys out there for real, man. You guys, like I said, you guys come through early, man. I started early, and you guys always come through. Thank you very much. I know I rant and I kind of go off on tangents with some of this stuff, but you guys know the deal, man. You guys know the facts, man. When I talk about the monkey bars and the dodgeball and things of that nature, the seat belts and some of that stuff that, like I said, that we had growing up, it's just a different world, man. Like I said, not saying that we're better than them. We're not better, but it was different. Once again, the standard was, we were risking our lives out there every day. We didn't even know. We were living our life. We were living. That's what we were doing out there as kids. And as, teenagers or whatever we were doing. We were literally out there risking our lives, playing in these parks, in these, situations that we were putting out. Didn't even know, didn't even realize, didn't even care. It didn't matter. So once again, we're not better than you. Things were different. So these guys that were going through these conditions, you can't sit there and say, oh, woe is us. I'm going to miss the All-Star game because I'm out with soreness. So LeBron James, the face of the league, once again, all these people voted him. Let's go all the way back and bring it back to what we said a little while ago. All of these people voted for LeBron James to be there. He took someone's spot. He took someone's spot. He could have told these people he wasn't going to play. Took someone's spot. All these people voted LeBron James. The LeBron James fans, other people, fans of basketball, voted LeBron James on. Fantastic. LeBron James ain't show for you guys. So you voted for a guy who's not showing up. How does that make you feel? Once again, what relevant injury does LeBron James have? He's out with soreness. So like I said, LeBron James couldn't give it the old college try. He couldn't go out there and give it a go. He couldn't go out there for 5, 10 minutes, go out there and do something for the people, go out there and maybe see how it was going to go, see how it was feeling, feel it out. Maybe he would have been out there, the adrenaline would have been pumping, he would have been feeling good. And said he would have been out there, did his thing. It's LeBron James, right? LeBron James don't ever get hurt. I thought LeBron James is Mr. Longevity, Mr. Durability. When is this stuff going to actually get put to the test? When is he actually going to prove this stuff? When are we going to see the results, the tangible results of LeBron James and the work he puts in the offseason? I want to see this man play 6, 7, 8, 9 consecutive seasons of 82 games. I want to see this man out there diving on the floor. I want to see him out there giving the effort. I don't want to see hands getting blown on. I don't want to see hands on hips. I don't want to see lollygagging. I don't want to see arguing with referees while the play's going on behind you. I don't want to see you walking off the court early, not shaking hands, but when your team wins, you want to stay on the court and talk to everybody, right? And be that dude. Come on, man. It's corny as hell. You're flexing on the big dudes, but then every time you get grazed, you're flying around, you're holding your head, you're rolling around on the floor. Which one is it, man? It can't be both ways. This is where you lose us. This is when you lose the respect. You look like a clown out there. So when you see someone like this man right here, like I said, who represented for the people, who represented for the NBA, who is a people's champion, who loved the game of basketball so much that he went out there and put it all on the line like a lot of his contemporaries did. And then you have LeBron James go out there and say, I'm not showing up because I got a sore foot, when, his fans are out there voting for him and people want to see him show up to the arena. Like, dude, you play in LA. I think the All-Star game was in San Francisco, I think. I'm not sure. Maybe you guys can correct me in the chat. But I believe the game was in San Francisco, if I'm not mistaken. And LeBron James playing LA. San Francisco right down the street, man. So you didn't show up in basically your hometown? Come on, man. What are we talking about here? Like I said, how many people went out there to see LeBron James? I mean, think about it. He's there and doesn't even, like I said, doesn't even let them know ahead of time that I'm not going to play so that they can get a replacement for him. Give someone else some shine. Let someone else come in there. And this is the problem that we have also with LeBron James that shows the kind of selfish, narcissistic person that he is. Where he'll wait that late to do something like this so that the NBA can't bring someone else to replace his shine, to give him his spot on the All-Star team. LeBron James, once again, not making a sacrifice for anyone or anything. Doesn't want to go out there and improve the game and go out there and play in the game. Instead, let me sit out the last minute. Everyone that voted for me, hey, who cares, man? Screw you guys. Because remember, to LeBron James, it's just basketball to him. He doesn't care the All-Star game is going downhill. And his corny fans, they'll spend more time in my chat right now, right? They'll spend more time in your comment section than they ever will, holding LeBron James to a standard. They've never held, he can do no wrong. Think about that fan base. Think about the person that follows him. That's why I said his fans ain't worth a damn. Anyone that supports his kind of stuff, repeatedly. This isn't, like I said, this isn't a once-off. This isn't every once in a while LeBron James some stupid. This is every single season you got to deal with the LeBron James needs more help. Every single season LeBron James walking up the court. Every single season LeBron James flopping. Every single season LeBron James won't let his teammates have any shine. He getting coaches fired damn near almost every single season. I mean, he's been in LA, 7, 8 years? And he's got, 4 coaches? So that's every other season, essentially, LeBron James get a coach fired. So, I mean, what are we doing here? You guys respect that, though, because of LeBron James. He can do whatever he wants. He's a billionaire. That's what they'll tell you. They'll tell me, oh, you're broke. So what? Still got more integrity than LeBron James will ever have. Once again, still got more honor. I still carry myself that way. And I've earned way more respect from the people around me, the people who know me out here, than LeBron James ever will have. So once again, LeBron James can have the damn money. That's great for him, man. Like I said, if he could look himself in the mirror and be okay with fake reading Malcolm X books and walking off the court and flopping around like that at a high level, if he could look himself in the mirror and be okay with that, and all of his fans can be okay with that, then that speaks about you guys. That's not on me, man. Once again, I told you, I'm not getting behind that. I'm not getting behind it. And that's where you guys, once again, I don't think they really understand what I'm saying with those kinds of things. But when we talk about LeBron James and the things that he does, like I said, what he did, and we talk about the All-Star weekend, we talk about Mac McClung, right? Winning the slam dunk contest, much respect to him. But when they start comparing him to Vince Carter, this is when you lose me. When you start saying that, he's challenging Vince Carter as the greatest dunker in dunk contest history, that lets me believe that he already passed Michael Jordan up. He already passed up Dominique Wilkins and Dr. J. He passed up Sean Kemp. He passed up Kobe Bryant. He passed up all the other great dunkers of the dunk contest. Aaron Gordon, Zach LaVine. He passed up all these guys because he's Mac McClung. That's why he passed him up, and he won 3 in a row. And he competed against no one in the slam dunk contest. But somehow he's being mentioned with Vince Carter. This is what we do. We go off the deep end with this stuff. Instead of Kenny Smith saying Mac McClung is challenging to become the greatest dunker of this era, why can't you say that? Say that. Because that's what he is. If you want to say he's the greatest dunker of this era, the 2020s, so far, that's what it looks like, then great on Mac McClung. But don't tell me he's rivaling Vince Carter, like I said, because then you're telling me he surpassed all these other guys that I mentioned. That can't be possible. Not for me anyway. So when we talk about that situation, we talk about the situation with Victor Wembanyama and the Chris Paul. It's crazy to me, man. It doesn't make any sense. Like they literally were trying to cheat themselves to a skills challenge win. It doesn't make any sense to me. So when we talk about the overall weekend, it got crazy. I think, did I miss someone's super? Forgive me, guys, if I think I did. My man LB come through with the super chat. Thank you very much. He says, what's up, sports and fitness? When do you predict LeBron will retire? LB, I hope you're still here with me, man. Forgive me, I did not see the super. Forgive me, guys. I ramble on, man, and sometimes I miss you guys. When do I think he'll retire? That's a good question. If we listen to LeBron James, he says he can play for another, 6-7 years at a high level. So I think the problem for us as basketball fans, LB, you're still here, man. Awesome. I think the problem for us as basketball fans is that LeBron James believes that he's playing at a high level. To me, that the dangerous part in that quote was not so much that 6-7 years, was that he said at a high level. A high level. So, in LeBron James' warped mind, in the warped reality that him and his fans live in, I told you, they in the Matrix, y'all. This man really believes he's playing at a high level still. That's the problem that we have. That's the danger we're in. Because I think we can all agree, whether you're a LeBron James fan or not, come on, man, LeBron James fans, you guys got to agree with it. LeBron James ain't playing at a high level, man. High level? High level. LeBron James is serviceable at best out there, guys. This man's a negative 100, whatever the hell he was all season long. How can you be out there doing anything for your team positively? How could you play at a high level? You're not playing any defense. How is it a high level of play? I just don't see how he's playing at a high level, guys. So my man LB, we in trouble, man. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, he don't want to be no role player. He don't want to take a backseat to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis was taking more shots than LeBron James up until like the last month or so of the season. So did LeBron James know it was going down? Sabotaging Anthony Davis before he got traded away? I told you, these things are all weird. They're calculated, man. Is he going to take a backseat to Luka Doncic? Because if he takes a backseat to Luka Doncic and they go and win a championship or something of that nature, it's going to be what? Luka Doncic led the Lakers. Or they're going to try to rewrite the narrative. Is LeBron James going to sabotage the Lakers for his own stats and sabotage wins just so he can look better than Luka Doncic? These are the kinds of complexities that you deal with playing with LeBron James. Instead of a real leader that will sacrifice himself and his numbers, all of these things, for his teammates to shine, to have a role, he won't do that. So if LeBron James still averaging 23, 24, 25 points a game, still getting 6, 7 rebounds, 8, 9 assists, in his mind, he's playing at a high level. So we're stuck with LeBron James to whenever this man just figures, I guess, that I don't even know, because I think he's playing until everyone assumes or starts calling him the greatest player of all time. I think he wants the consensus greatest player of all time title, but he's not even close to that. Like, you're not even close to that, man. There's no real basketball fan. I don't care if you think Michael Jordan's greatest player of all time or not. There's no real basketball fan that thinks LeBron James is the greatest player of all time, man. There's no way you can tell me he's close. There's no way you can make that argument and tell me he's close. So he's going to be playing for a long damn time. And I've told you guys what? If this man keeps playing, he keeps getting further away. Definitely further away from this dude. He ain't getting closer. Do you guys think he's getting closer by continuing to play and doing these performances, missing in the All-Star game for soreness? Is LeBron James going to set up the first game against the Charlotte Hornets? They play against the Charlotte Hornets, their first game, back on the schedule. It's a makeup game. Is he going to play in that game? That'll be an easy win for the Lakers, right? The Charlotte Hornets, one of the worst teams in the league again. Is he going to miss that game? Is he going to sit out for that one? He didn't sit out when he was playing against the Warriors and he went for 42 points or whatever he went for. He didn't look like he had a sore foot in that game. He was out there doing his thing, right? All the LeBron James fans were out in the streets parading around. Oh, the oldest player to score 40. Against who? No one. Yo, shout out to all you guys in the chat as usual, man. For real, man. You guys continue to, like I said, to humble me, man. That's right. Guys like Larry Bird. That's right, Michael Knight. He ain't played defense in a decade, man. Mello S, what up, man? See, we get some guy in here like Ryan, the clown, who's saying, who cares if he misses the All-Star game? Exactly. You don't care because you don't hold yourself to a standard. You're an idiot. So you probably voted for LeBron James to go to the All-Star game, right? You goof. But he didn't show up and you don't care? You sound ridiculous, man. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. You vote for someone, but you don't care they show up. That's absolutely insane. And for you to think that he has no obligation or responsibility to show up for those people, that's where, once again, you expose LeBron James and you expose this era. And thank you very much. You expose yourself. Once again, you guys, I can't help people like you. You voted LeBron James. He didn't show up for you guys. So you're the bigger clown here. Not me, my man. I'm keeping the facts the facts. Don't vote for somebody then. If you don't care if he shows up or not, why are you wasting a vote on him? Because you know why? Your vote ain't worth a damn. Because the guy you voted on, the guy you wasted your vote on, ain't worth a damn. Think about that. You voted for someone like LeBron James. I would never vote for that clown. I don't care what he's running for. I ain't voting for him nothing. I want to vote for him for class president. None of this stuff. Clown out here, you vote for LeBron James, man. You done lost your damn mind. Insane. Guy told me to talk to me about, voting. Oh, he don't have to show up for the All-Star game. Yeah, he ain't got to show up for the All-Star game. You're right. And he's a goof for not showing up, and you a goof for voting for him. All of you fools out here. I keep telling you, you clowns, you guys are LeBron James supporters. He don't even care about you guys. I told you, these guys showed me they cared about me when I was growing up because they showed up to work. That was the minimum that they could do for me. And that's what they did for us, guys. They showed to work, and they went out there and played in the court. I have to worry about these guys. You guys think that LeBron James is your friend. He cares about you, and you talk about his money. It's insane for you guys to think this. You guys are not living in reality, man. And for you to say, we don't care if he showed up to the game or not, what the hell is wrong with you? Why do you vote for him then? All those fools who voted for LeBron James, and some of y'all are not fools. Some of those are my young kids who don't know no better, vote for LeBron James. He's their hero. They don't know no better than this, and the man couldn't even show for them. Yo, shout out to my man Dreamers Pro for coming through, man. Much respect, man. You guys know I am a true supporter, a true fan of Dreamers Pro, man. Like I said, man, a true inspiration for someone like me to start my channel. Shout out to Charles, man, and all the work that he does over there, man. He comes through. He said, that man ain't taking no backseat. He loves the attention. Absolutely, man. Once again, shout out to Dreamers Pro, man. Like I said, if you guys know Dreamers Pro, man, one of the big dogs out here, man. One of the guys who's been doing it for a long time at a high level. Thank you for blessing my life, man. Once again, like I said, I'm truly humbled, man. And like he says, LeBron James ain't taking no backseat to nobody, no how. And it's quite ironic the way the All-Star game played out. If you guys think about the way the All-Star game played out last night, Steph Curry essentially did what he did for LeBron James during the Olympics because he saved LeBron James again. It was Steph Curry going out there, in front of the hometown crowd. I heard some people saying that he might have got a little home cooking and got the MVP over Jason Tatum. So the hell what? It's Steph Curry, man. And like I said, he was at home putting on a show, man. So he was doing his thing. He showed up. Steph Curry, at least he showed up and did his thing in front of the hometown. So like I said, he saved LeBron James like he saved him in the Olympics and should have gotten that MVP. We know that. But at least he got the MVP last night because like I said, he went out there and actually showed up, man, and did what Steph Curry does. I don't mind Steph Curry taking threes because that's what Steph Curry does. I got a problem with these other clowns out here trying to do what Steph Curry does because y'all ain't Steph Curry, man. So once again, Steph Curry saved LeBron James. And I told you guys, Steph Curry now has surpassed LeBron James all time, guys. All time, man. I'm putting Steph Curry ahead of LeBron James all time. I don't give a damn, man. I'm putting him ahead. Just based off of the Olympics, just based off of last night, just based off of the last several years, I got to go with Steph Curry over LeBron James all time. People can say whatever they want about that decision. I'm dropping him down, man. It's over for LeBron James. You're not above Steph Curry, man. You guys know I'm not a Steph Curry fan. So this is not me being a Steph Curry person. I can't do it anymore. I told you guys Steph Curry is not top 10 to me. He's not top 10. I don't think he's close to top 10, Steph Curry. People can say what they want about that. I do not believe Steph Curry top 10. But I'm telling you that right now, LeBron James not greater than Steph Curry, man. You cannot even tell me this. Don't talk to me about LeBron James stats. Do not talk to me about LeBron James size. Don't talk to me about LeBron James game, man. I can't do it, man. There's no way. Steph Curry has more impact, man. His championships to me, he has actually 2 legit championships to me, Steph Curry, as a leader of a team. Once again, I'm going with Steph Curry, man. Holding it down. The dude played with Draymond Green his entire career. Draymond Green. This is who he had. We know he had Klay Thompson, but you had Draymond Green, silly ass. And you made Draymond Green into a Hall of Famer. LeBron James will never make Draymond Green into a Hall of Famer, man. Draymond Green would have been traded. Draymond Green would have been out of there. There's no way in hell, man. Give me Steph Curry over LeBron James all time. I don't care where you put Steph Curry. The man better be ahead of LeBron James, guys. I'm going crazy. I know. I'm sorry, guys, but I just can't do it, man. I thought I saw someone else do a super chat out there, man. Forgive me, guys. Yo, shout out to my man, Animaniac89. He says, salute SNFR, Curry over LeBron easily. Yeah, you know what, guys? Some of you guys had to bring me back to reality because some of you guys in my comments have been saying for a while, man, I got Curry above LeBron James, man. And I never really was like, you know, I wasn't sure about it, man. But like I said, over the last 10 years, what I'm seeing, I have to go with Steph Curry, guys, over LeBron James all time. Like I said, I don't care where you got LeBron James or Steph Curry, but damn it, LeBron James can't be ahead of him, man. If anyone says that LeBron James solidified his career years ago, no, he did not. Once again, your career cannot be solidified if you can still add to your career. So once again, if LeBron James were to win a championship this year, let's say the Lakers win a championship, him and Luka Doncic, they figure it out. Luka Doncic, LeBron James, they win a championship. If LeBron James can add to his legacy, add to his career, then he can absolutely take away from his absolute legacy in his career. It can't go one way. It's both ways. So the way he's been playing over the last 10 seasons or so has been a complete embarrassment, especially since it's been the Lakers. This man's been an absolute joke out there on the defensive end, walking off the court early, playing with all these guys. You playing with Russell Westbrook, Carmelo Anthony, Dwight Howard, Rajon Rondo, Anthony Davis. How many guys do you need on your team to win one bubble championship? And we're supposed to respect you when Anthony Davis led the postseason in points and win shares? When did Scottie Pippen ever lead the postseason in points? I don't ever remember that. Anthony Davis did that for LeBron James in 2020, but hit a game-winning shot in the Western Conference Finals. But don't nobody want to talk about Anthony Davis putting no shot on this man? LeBron James ain't got no help? Will LeBron James out there carrying guys? Absolutely not. This man's been given all kinds of help. He had his best friend is the agent for Anthony Davis. Did Michael Jordan have that? Was Ahmad Rashad the agent for any of the players out there helping Michael Jordan? Hey, Michael Jordan, Ahmad Rashad here, man. Yeah, I was just talking to Sean Kemp. I was just talking to this guy. I was just talking to Patrick Ewing. We're going to get them to come over to you in Chicago Bulls, man. We're going to do a little deal, man. He's going to request a trade. He don't want to play for the Knicks anymore. He's going to come over there and join you. I don't remember Ahmad Rashad ever doing these things. I told you guys, Michael Jordan had Ahmad Rashad. LeBron James got Shannon Sharp. And these clowns out here that come, like I said, that come to my comment section more than they do anything else with themselves. They won't dare put themselves on camera and make a video about LeBron James and how great he is because they can't talk basketball. And there's nothing to talk about when it comes to LeBron James. There's nothing to discuss. There's no overall game like that. The man's declined and regressed heavily since he left Miami, guys. Those are the facts. Pat Riley, Eric Spoelstra, they had that man practicing. They had that man work on his game. He was actually knocking down some free throws. He was actually playing a well-balanced game. But what happened? He couldn't take it any longer. Couldn't do that. Couldn't get the pressure playing defense. Didn't want to go into all that work and do all that. And Pat Riley wasn't going to hear that. So they got him up out of there, man. Or he got himself up out of there, essentially. So these are things that we're talking about, man. These are the facts, guys. LeBron James taking shortcuts, ducking the smoke left and right. Don't show up to the All-Star game after all these clowns voted for you to go to the All-Star game. You can't show up. It's an absolute joke, man. Like I said, it's an embarrassment to the NBA. The All-Star game has been going downhill. I told you guys, to me, they need to go back to the East versus West. It should never change from that. They should have never abandoned the East versus West. Those are the facts. That's the way it should be, the way it should always be. It should never have been abandoned from the East-West. So bring that format back. And tell these fools out here, once again, we're not doing this popularity vote anymore. Because I hate to say it, guys, but apparently we we've lost all ability to vote. We can't have any votes anymore because the so-called fans out here are voting LeBron James onto the All-Star game. Like, come on, guys. Who's voting LeBron James on the All-Star team? What are you guys doing? I'm talking to you guys out there. Who voted this clown? You guys voted him, man. You know what's crazy to me? I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes when you go on ESPN, they'll promote stuff like, oh, LeBron James had the most votes, or LeBron James is, a top 3 vote getter in the All-Star game. And sometimes I laugh. I really do, and I get it. There's a lot of people in the world. There's a lot of people in America. There's a lot of people that got votes. LeBron James is a popular person. I get that, man. I get all of that. But damn it, who's voting for this person? Who? How are you voting for LeBron James? I just don't get it, man. Like I said, I get Steph Curry. I get Steph Curry. I can tell you, he's likable to me. But some of these guys, I don't get. Like Kevin Durant, I don't get it, guys. Like I said, Kevin Durant don't respect us. We know how he feels about the fans, Kevin Durant. He can't stand us, man. He thinks that we don't have any credibility. Someone like me, Kevin Durant would spit in my face probably, man. He wouldn't help me for nothing, man. We all get how he feels about the fans and people who, talk up against the players or, criticize these guys. Or, like I said, God forbid, we say some things like that or we hold them to a standard. These guys don't appreciate or respect us. They talk down to us. They act like they're better than us. They're above us. All of those things of that nature. So, someone like Kevin Durant, I can't really get behind him because he's not necessarily there getting behind the people. Like I said, these guys can't take any kind of criticism, any kind of, quote unquote hate. These guys take it all personal and get all mad about it and start laughing. I mean, who makes burner accounts? Like, dude, you're a professional athlete. Like, you're supposed to be above this, but you're not because you get all sensitive, you get all emotional. And you know why that is, Kevin Durant? Because people have a point when they talk about you going to Golden State, man. People can say whatever they want. That move by Kevin Durant, as skilled as Kevin Durant is, as great, Kevin Durant's a great player, man. He's a Hall of Famer. No one's saying he's not to be in the Hall of Fame, but he's not a great player. I've never once called these guys trash. I don't even talk like that on this channel. But I'm telling you, these guys are not living up to the standard, man. And I do not respect them. You make that move to Golden State, man. That's a cowardly move, guys. Cowardly move. No matter how you slice it. He has to live on that. So whenever people mention that, the man comes out the woodworks. He might swoop into my live right now and start crying and moaning to me and telling me to, shut up. I don't F with y'all. Y'all ain't nothing, man. Go back to your life or don't you have to go to work or something like that. But he don't know I was off work today. So once again, man, Kevin Durant will tell us to go back to work or don't we work? That's right. We do work, Kevin Durant. We go out there and we earn our livings. And a lot of those people who work, that do those day-to-day jobs to help to support the celebrities out there, that the celebrities couldn't live without some of these people carrying their weight and things of that nature, man. Those same people who showed up to the All-Star game last night, voted LeBron James on the team. He didn't show up. But I got that fool in my chat talking about, so what he didn't show up? So what? Once again, LeBron James waited to the last minute to not show up. Why not tell anybody ahead of time so you can once again add to the NBA All-Star game, allow someone to take your spot, allow someone to come in and be that guy, to shine, to get a little bit of something. LeBron James can't have that, right? He needs to have it both ways. Both ways. He needs to not show up for the game so people could talk about that, and then he needs to do it in such a manner that he keeps himself in the lineup. The man came out for the lineup in street clothes. Come on, man. That's insane. You guys know the deal. I've been shouting out Norman Powell for months now. I've been shouting out Norman Powell. Anybody know Norman Powell? Tell Norman Powell, Sports and Fitness Rants, been shouting his name out for months, that he should be mentioned more, that people should be talking about him more, that he should definitely be on the All-Star team over James Harden. I've been saying that. So much respect to all you guys throwing Norman Powell's name out there. Like I said, some of these other guys that were going out there, hustling and playing for their teams, being contributors, these guys don't get no shine. And LeBron James going to take a spot? Like I said, it's laughable at best, and it's disgusting to me. Once again, because it shows that LeBron James does not care about any of the other players in the league, doesn't care about the NBA product, the All-Star game. Once again, either show up and go out there and help uplift it, or don't go and let everyone know that you ain't coming, man. When you leave a job, they say to give a 2-week notice, right? Give them a heads up. LeBron James, give him a heads up, man. Yo, Somos Banditos. Yeah, man, much respect. Hayden Phoenix, what's good, man? Yeah, Dash Who, what up? Alan, I'm always yelling, man. It's what I do. I'm not even yelling. I'm pretty much talking. This is what I do, man. If you don't know my channel, this is how I speak. This is how I do my thing. This is me, man. So if my volume is too loud for you or whatever the case may be, then take your soft, sensitive ass up out my chat, man. Why don't ask me why I'm yelling? You sound like a fool, a straight fool. Why you ask me a dumb question? Dumbass. You must be a LeBron James fan. Fool, man. Shout out to Big Cuz. What up, man? Quietly Games. Slow Mo. Ed Huff. What up, man? Much respect to all you guys, man. Ivan 94, DMX. Yo, thank you. Yo, for real, all you guys, like I said, man, who have donated, like I said, to my channel. You guys support my channel. You guys always there, man. You guys always leaving comments. I don't always see all you guys' comments, man, but I always try to interact with you guys, man, and let you guys know that I see what you guys are writing, man. So much respect to all you guys out there, like I said, man, that continue to support my channel. Like I said, I know I get a little crazy on here sometimes, man. I'm speaking to you guys with a passion, man. And I always tell you guys, it's about, us growing up watching this stuff. So I told you guys, they've earned the respect. I don't even know what else to tell you guys this. I tell you guys say it all the time. These guys earn my respect, man. I respect these guys so much because of what I watched them do that I can't allow people to come out here and tell me that what I grew up watching didn't really happen that way. It didn't happen that way. Those guys weren't really that great. When I grew up watching, those guys weren't good. They were okay. They weren't great athletes. I can't be okay with that because I respect what they did so much that we have to stand up. You cannot allow them to rewrite the history. These are great people. These were professional athletes. Like I said, that went out there and represented, man. Like I said, it's about what they did on the court, man, and the way they went out there and earned it. Like I said, they didn't make any excuses. So we have to go out there and hold the standard. And, the broadcasters aren't going to do it anymore. The analysts, the people out here on ESPN and all these other stations, they're not going to hold the standard. They don't give a damn. They're going to tell you some nonsense. Then it's up to the fans. I think the true basketball fans. That's who we are. That's who we are, guys. And that's all it is. There's nothing else. We're not old heads. We're not anything like that. We are true basketball fans that know what basketball should look. Even if you're not even that old, you know what basketball is supposed to look like. That's not basketball. It's not basketball. It's not, guys. I tell you all the time, it's not basketball, man. So once again, it's about the standard of the players in the past and that were living up to that standard, man. You guys know the quietly games. Like you said, no accountability, man. So like you said, man, this is what we're talking about on here. I mean, think about what Victor Wembanyama and Chris Paul did. You're taking away from the spirit of the competition in the All-Star game in that moment. It's a skills challenge, guys. You're supposed to be going out there having a good time with it, having fun. Who cares if you win or lose? But you go out there and you get booed. You go out there and get booed in the All-Star weekend. There's no reason for it. There was no reason, man. I don't get these guys. You're Victor Wembanyama. You're the up-and-coming star of the league. You're literally the star young player in the NBA. There's no one bigger than Victor Wembanyama at that age, man. And you go out there with Chris Paul and you guys do that? You goof it up like that? I can't even believe it. For what? For a skills challenge, guys. Not for an NBA championship, for a skills challenge. What are we doing here? It makes no sense. And like you guys saying, Chris Paul, this man's been in the NBA for damn near 20 seasons. He's been in the league almost as long as LeBron James, man. So, what are we doing here? This guy's been in the league all these years. But you're going to act like that? You're going to do something that stupid, Chris Paul? And this is, once again, I'm supposed to respect this. I'm supposed to respect Chris Paul? I'm supposed to respect these guys who do this stupid stuff? You want to slap them in the back of the head, man? Like, come on, man. What are we doing out here? It's the All-Star weekend, guys. For real, slow mo, CP3 a joke, man. It's crazy to me, man. Hayden Phoenix, for real, man. TNT, I don't know if they apologize, man. It's weird. The whole thing to me was just weird, man. Yo, shout out to Gary coming through. Gary's been a member, he's a long time supporter of my channel, man. Gary says, my guy, SNFR, thank you for keeping that same energy. Peace and blessing. The NBA is full of clowns, and LeBron is the ringleader of them all. Once again, shout out to Gary. Thank you for coming through with the super chat. You guys know how I feel, man. That you guys coming through, like I said, and supporting and blessing my channel. Thank you to Gary, a true supporter, man. And yeah, this is what we're talking about. LeBron James and the circus that he created in the All-Star game, but he didn't want to go out there and participate in that circus last night. right? So Steph Curry had to come out there and save him, right? He had to go out there and put on a little bit of a show to take the sting off of everything that was going on this weekend. And this is what I told you about earlier. The Steph Curry situation was pretty much a similar situation with the MVP in the Olympics. How LeBron James got the MVP in the Olympics, got the shine from Steph Curry in the Olympics. LeBron James tried to take all the shine away from the players in the All-Star game. But once again, it was Steph Curry coming out there and putting on a show. And like I said, saving what little respectability there is, because there is nothing left for the All-Star game. But without having LeBron James out there, like I said, Steph Curry's go out there and do something. He showed up. He showed up. The same way he showed up in the Olympics to save LeBron James. He had to save LeBron James again. And I told you guys, man, I'm going to wrap the live stream up in like 10 more minutes. And I told you guys, I'm going to say it again. And we're going to repeat it. And damn it, this is it. Steph Curry is greater than LeBron James all time, guys. That's it. It's over, man. I'm done. For me, I'm putting Steph Curry above LeBron James. That's it. I'm done with him, man. This was it. This is like the straw that broke the camel's back, man. This man was on thin ice. I told you, LeBron James is becoming unrankable to me, guys. He's becoming unrankable. Yeah, Nino Merlino, that's great. You can say I'm capping. Go make a video right now, you goof. I dare you. Steph Curry is greater than LeBron James, man. He's done more than LeBron James has with less. You give LeBron James, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson, he does nothing, guys. Nothing. He gets Draymond Green traded. We all know that. We all know that. You think Steve Kerr's his head coach all those years? You think Steve Kerr's all those years? You think LeBron James gonna play in that system with Steve Kerr all those years? Nino, Merlino, you goof? Hell no. He getting all them dudes fired. He getting everyone traded, and LeBron James will be doing the same thing in Golden State. Steph Curry was out there, once again, making things happen with Draymond freaking Green, man. And we all see what kind of goof Draymond Green is. Now, Draymond Green played a role. I'm not saying Draymond Green didn't play a role, but Steph Curry won with that dude. He won with that dude. He made Draymond Green a Hall of Famer. A Hall of Famer, guys. Think about that. And you guys know that I knock Steph Curry on this channel as far as being a leader and the move with Kevin Durant. I'm not cool with that stuff. But when you talk about Steph Curry versus LeBron James, guys, and I'm thinking about this, man, there's no way in hell that LeBron James is winning those championships with Draymond Green. There's no way. There's no way he's doing it. No way, guys. He's not with Steve Kerr, not playing in a system. He ain't playing in a system. What? No, I'm putting Steph Curry above LeBron James. These are the facts, guys. I have to do it. Like I said, what Steph Curry did out there, what he did for the game. I know a lot of people take, the three-pointers from Steph Curry, and they blame him. And Steph Curry got to take a little bit of heat for the three-pointers, because sometimes he takes these crazy threes that even Steph Curry should not be taking as regular as he does. We know he can make them, but you don't have to be taking half-court threes in a game, dude. Like, come on, man. Let's get a little crazy here. That would be like Michael Jordan trying to do free throw line dunks in games all the time. It'd be like, all right, Duke, slow down. We get it. You can jump from the free throw line, you're Air Jordan, but you don't have to jump from the free throw line every damn play. So when we think about that, yes, absolutely, because he makes everyone think that they can do these things. But that's Steph Curry's game, man. And he's a lot more entertained than LeBron James is. So just off that alone, LeBron James' game ain't entertained like that. Would you rather go watch Steph Curry right now or LeBron James play? And like I said, we have to put an asterisk because we have to be worried if LeBron James going to show up. If Steph Curry misses a game, he's actually out with an injury or some nagging ailment that we all know about. LeBron James just popped on the injury report, and they talk about how great of shape this man is. Steph Curry's got frail ankles. He started off his career all frail, and the man fought through it, man. And yes, I always tell people all the time, and I've told about Steph Curry. To me, he ain't doing the things that he's doing in the 90s or the 80s with all the physicality of the game, their hand checking, the way they could beat you up and run you through screens and really pound on you. He would be in a lot of trouble in them eras, right? But once again, Steph Curry, to me, has been able to adapt and adjust his game more so than a LeBron James ever has been able to. So I'll give Steph Curry the edge over that in that regard. And once again, when we talk about what Steph Curry's done in his era, I'm going with Steph Curry, man. I'm just going with Steph Curry. Like I said, the little LeBron James fans out there, y'all could be upset, man. But I think Steph Curry has earned more respect to me. I respect his career more than LeBron James's career. He's been on one team his entire career, Steph Curry. So regardless of whatever's been going on around, Steph Curry ain't perfect, He ain't perfect. None of these guys are perfect, man. Like I said, the closest play that I've seen, or resume-wise on the court, overall game, the competitiveness, the intangibles, is Michael Jordan. He's the closest one. But none of these guys are perfect, man. So Steph Curry has his flaws in his career, but LeBron James got a lot more, man. A lot more flaws, man. So when we talk about LeBron James versus Steph Curry, man, I think I'm going to go with Steph Curry's the greatest player of his era. If we talked about, you know, the top players of the era, a lot of times people would just be like, yeah, LeBron James is the greatest player of the era, and then they will probably go with like a Steph Curry and then maybe a Kevin Durant. I'm going Steph Curry, man. I think we should reverse that. I think it's Steph Curry, then LeBron James, then Kevin Durant. And like I told you, there's some of you guys out there that think Kevin Durant, you're going to put Kevin Durant above LeBron James. Both of those guys are crazy to me, man. I told you, LeBron James is becoming unrankable because this man does all this despicable stuff, walks off the court early. Like I said, always blaming teammates. I mean, my God, man, how often could Steph Curry have blamed Draymond Green all these years? Draymond Green literally cost the man a championship. Like, he got suspended in a finals game for kicking somebody in the privates, man. Like, this is who Steph Curry was playing with in the finals. LeBron James had Ray Allen knocking down shots in the corner, backpedaling. Like, think about the degree of difficulty on the shot that Ray Allen hit. Insane. I thought I saw someone sending a super. I'm sorry, guys, if I missed you in there. Oh, my man Gary coming through. Thank you again, Gary. Thank you very much. The only reason the OGs won was because LeBron didn't play. He would have messed up the chemistry. Rest in peace to the NBA. Curry greater than LeBron. You already know. That's a great point, Gary. And I think you're right on the money when you talk about LeBron James not playing on that team actually helped that team. I think you're right on the money with that. Because these are the kinds of things that we talked about when you talk about the chemistry. I think you're right about that. LeBron James, this is why I always use the word inconsistent. LeBron James forces you guys, or the people who play with him, to be inconsistent because they're not being the versions of themselves out there. So they don't know what to do. That's why there's always a learning curve playing alongside LeBron James. Remember, it's always everyone else around him who has to adjust and adapt themselves. He never adjusts and adapts his game. So yeah, I believe you're right. The LeBron James plays in that game, they maybe don't win that game all of a sudden. Yo, LB comes through with the super again. Yo, thank you very much for all you guys. Like I said, support the channel, support my live streams, guys. It's truly humbling, man. I'm going to go for maybe 10 more minutes, like I said. Salute. Don't forget, and also quitting the game. Thank you, LB, for reminding me. Thank you very much for reminding me. Almost forgot about that. Almost forgot about that, dude. Thank you much, LB, for real, man. Listen, Anthony Edwards, see, this is what we're talking about, guys. This is what we're talking about. When you think about someone like Anthony Edwards, guys, and him not showing up to the game, and you think about how old he is, he's in his prime, guys. He's supposed to be in the prime of his life. These are the best years of his life. It's not going to get easier than this, man. It's only going to get harder. These guys, you're frail at 23 years old. You got soreness at 23 years old. My man, you're a professional athlete. Everyone's sore. So this whole sore thing, I don't know when that became a thing. That's not an injury. That's no excuse for you to miss out in the game. Once again, you can't go out there and just give a little bit of effort. Maybe just play in one game and see what happens. Hey, if we win, I'm only going to play in the one game. You can't do something like that. You're Anthony Edwards. Once again, how many people voted Anthony Edwards to the All-Star team that wanted to see Anthony Edwards out there, and this man did not show up? They don't care anymore about the fans, and that's the sad reality, man. Like I said, that's why these guys 20, 30, 40 years from now, they're not going to be viewed the same way, guys. They're not going to be viewed the same way because they're not going to be respected. So they're not going to last. They're not going to hang around. People are going to forget about these clowns. You're not going to forget about the Will Chamberlains and the Bill Russells. They're not forgotten. They're not forgotten. They're not good. I hate when people say, oh, remember, they used to say years ago, oh, 20 years from now, no one's going to remember Michael Jordan. Even Michael Jordan himself said that 20 years from now, people may not remember me. Well, guess what, Michael Jordan? You're still the most popular basketball player in the history of the world, dude. It's your 62nd birthday. You haven't played basketball in years, and yet everyone's buying your sneakers. Everyone's, once again, respecting you and representing you, right? And once again, they're holding you up there. We're setting the record straight, these fools, because we respect what you did all those years ago. These guys are always going to be around. They're always going to last because they went out there and earned it. We're honoring them. I'm honoring Michael Jordan right now. I told you guys, Michael Jordan doesn't owe me a damn thing, guys. He owes me nothing. I don't know this man. I'll never meet him. He doesn't pay me for this. I'm not hoping that one day I'll meet Michael Jordan and he'll put an arm around me and say, hey, you want to take a picture? You want an autograph? That's not what it is. I owe him. I owe him. I owe those guys. I owe Hakeem Olajuwon. I owe David Robinson. I owe Charles Barkley. I owe Karl Malone. I owe John Stockton. I owe Magic Johnson. I owe Larry Bird. I owe Sean Kemp and Gary Payton. I owe all those guys, man. Patrick Ewing and Reggie Miller and Chris Mullin and Tim Hardaway and Kevin Johnson and, all the guys, Brad Daugherty and Robert Parrish and Kevin McHale, Rick Smits and Manute Ball, Mark Eaton. I owe all of those guys that played, Larry Johnson and, all these guys that played, right? Derek Coleman and Penny Hardaway, Shaquille O'Neal, all the guys that I grew up watching, man. I owe those guys. Jason Kidd, right? Grant Hill. I owe all these guys, man. I owe them because they went out there and they played the game, guys. They showed up to work. I told you guys, that's what's about. So I owe these guys, man, because they went out there, they gave the effort, man. They were part of the golden era of basketball. Why was it called the golden era, guys? Remember, this is not personal. I don't know any of these guys personally. Don't know these guys personally. And I don't have to know them personally because that's not what this is about. This is about the game. This is about the players and how we review them and based off of what they put on the court and how they carry themselves, guys. I told you, we judge and know these guys based off of what they put in the public view. I don't know any of these guys as husbands or fathers, best friends, uncles, none of this stuff. I know these guys based off of what they put out there in the public, guys. So I judge them that way. And those guys went out there and earned it. So I owe them. They don't owe me. I owe Michael Jordan, all those guys. Yo, shout out to Uncut Hoops, man, for coming through the live stream, man. Thank you very much, Uncut Hoops, man, for all the work that you do, man. Like I said, man, a true fan of basketball, man. A true supporter. My man, Uncut Hoops, thank you very much. He says the LeBron era needs to end yesterday. That's right, Uncut Hoops, man. Like I said, you guys know Uncut Hoops out there. Like I said, he's out there doing the thing, man. This guy does really great work, man. Like I said, he does a lot of homework on his stuff. He got the facts, man. So shout out to Uncut Hoops for coming through. And like he said, I mean, think about what Uncut Hoops just said. He's a fan of basketball, a true fan of basketball. And he's saying the LeBron James era needs to end like yesterday. So what is that showing you? That's highlighting that LeBron James is supposed to be one of the great players in the history of the game, right? Which he is. He's supposed to be the face of the NBA, but the fans of the game want him to retire already. We're done with him. I keep telling you guys, when those guys were at their ends, when they were at the end of their careers, you didn't want them to retire. You might have thought that their time had passed and, some of those guys were maybe trying to hold on, but you didn't really want them to retire. You didn't want them to go away. You wanted them to stay around, a lot of these guys. Why? Because they uplifted the game. And you were worried, what was the game going to be like without them? So when Kobe Bryant left the game, there was a huge void there, right? It hurt the game, right? It was like, damn, we lost Kobe, right? When Kobe died, think about the blow, the impact that had on people. People felt that impact. This is what he did for people. This is why the man has over 300 murals all across the world. Meanwhile, LeBron James couldn't even get one mural in LA without them vandalizing it. Kobe Bryant's got hundreds around the world. Around the world. So when we talk about the level of respect that you earn from people, guys, this is what we're talking about, man. The way you uplift the sport. This is what LeBron James and a lot of these guys from this era, they haven't done for the game. So you want someone like Uncut Hoops, he wants LeBron James to retire. We didn't want Michael Jordan to retire. We didn't want none of these guys to retire. You're like, damn, man, these guys are at the end of their careers. Damn, it's time for these guys to go. Now you're like, damn, we need this guy up out of here, man. We got to get these fools up out of here. We need something else. We need a change. I don't know. But LeBron James, remember, he still thinks he's playing at a high level. And that's the problem. That's the sad reality that we're living in right now, guys. Yeah, Nemo LA, he says, a lot of people in LA, they're not, listen, I tell you, the poor Laker fans out there, the real Laker fans, listen, LA, the Laker fans out there in LA, I've never been to LA, man. I really would love to come out there one day, man. I've never been to California. But out there in LA, man, the Lakers, that's it. I always thought that was it for the LA people, man. And this man is just completely taking the franchise downhill. Completely. So I know that the true Laker fans out there are not respecting what he's doing. He's wearing the purple and gold and flopping around when, like you guys said, Kobe Bryant was out there literally running himself into the ground in that uniform, right? For that love of the game. That's what he went out with. Remember, I mean, guys like Larry Bird, man, they laid it out there on the line. Jerry West, Elgin Baylor. Like, some of these guys served in the military during their playing careers. I mean, they didn't get paid millions of dollars. They were just out there doing it. They were competitors. I put that poll out. And I talked about the competition. You know, what's most important to you when you play sports? You know, what do you enjoy the most? The competition, the winning aspect, the exercise aspect. Some of you guys put the social aspect, which I've talked about in the past, which is a great point. But a lot of you guys, most of you guys put the competitiveness, the competition of sports. That's what sports is at its core. I told you, I coach young kids, guys, 6, 7, 8 years old. I coach my son and all these young kids, first, second, third grade, man. And I always tell them, you know, a lot of them are concerned about, you know, making shots in. I said, don't worry about making the shots. You guys are going to make some shots. You're going to miss some shots, man. Don't worry about that stuff right now. I said, you got to go out there and compete, man. You got to be competitors. That's where it starts right now. Go out there and compete, man. Don't stand around and let the kids go out there and take the ball from you and push you around. Don't be intimidated. You got to go out there and compete. That's what sports is about. It's about the competition, man. So when we talk about these guys not showing up, you're showing us that you're not a competitor. Anthony Edwards, not being a competitor. You're supposed to be one of the up-and-coming stars in the league. Anthony Edwards, why are you not doing a slam dunk contest, man? You should be doing a slam dunk contest, man. But you ain't out there doing anything. Couldn't even go out there for the All-Star game. All these people voted for him, man. Yo, shout out to all you guys for real, man. I'm trying to see if I missed anybody that put in a super chat. I'm going to close the live stream up here in a couple minutes, maybe like 5 more minutes. Forgive me, guys, if I did not read off your comments. I know a lot of you guys can say, man, are true supporters of my channel. The comments are coming in pretty quick here. So thanks to all you guys. DD, what up? KC24, what up, man? Lakers in 5, yeah, Lakers in 5, right? Slow-mo. Yeah, shout out to all you guys. Like I said, man, John Pettit, man, thank you very much, man. Yeah, you know, they be cheating. They be cheating for LeBron James. Like I said, Michael Jordan never got a plus 1,000 free throw advantage when he was on the Wizards, right? So, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about, man. He ain't never got no thousand. Imagine Michael Jordan on the Wizards getting a plus 500 at the free throw line, you know what I'm saying, when he was playing in that era. What a plus 500 would have done for him in that era. They would have been undefeated. The Wizards. People would have been like, how the hell are the Wizards winning all these games? And it would have been like a plus 28 at the free throws every single game for the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it would have been. It's crazy, man. For real, guys. That's right, DC. You gotta tell the young kids, man, just go out there and compete. That's what it's about. Everything starts with a competitive spirit, man. Competitive nature. When we talk about the Victor Wembanyama, Chris Paul thing, that was about not being competitors. Where was your competitive spirit? Like, where's your competitive spirit? That's what it was about. It was a skills challenge. Once again, I'll say it again. It was a skills challenge. Go out there and just compete in the skills challenge. Have some fun with it. There was no need for you to make a mockery of it. So what? So you can skim 10 seconds off your time and win the skills challenge? No one cares. I mean, especially with Chris Paul. Dude, you've been in the NBA for damn near 20 years. No one cares if you win a skills challenge. Win an NBA championship. Make it to an NBA Finals again. And show up and do something. My goodness, man. Where's your priorities? The guy who's always hurt. Chris Paul, he should have sat out. You're in the skill. They're Draymond Green, the skills challenge, guys. Draymond Green. So once again, I want you guys to think about that. We mentioned Steph Curry earlier. Let's go back to the Steph Curry, LeBron James thing for a second before I end the live stream, yo. We're going to end on the Steph Curry, LeBron James for all the LeBron James fans out there. Draymond Green was in the quote-unquote skills challenge last night, guys. Off the strength of what? What skills? Off the strength of playing with Steph Curry, guys. Draymond Green is somehow qualified to compete in the skills challenge. Somehow he's qualified for a Hall of Fame spot? Why? Because he played with Steph Curry. You name me the player that's going to be in the Hall of Fame because of LeBron James, guys. You name him in the chat. There's no one that's going to be in the Hall of Fame because of LeBron James, man. Chris Bosh was going to be in the Hall of Fame regardless. Whether or not he won a championship is irrelevant. He would have been a Hall of Fame player regardless. Kevin Love, Hall of Fame regardless. Whether or not he was Kevin Love actually would have had a much greater individual career, maybe at the championships, if he didn't play with LeBron James. He would have averaged probably 23, 24, 25 points a game, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 rebounds. He would have led the league in rebounds several times. He probably would have, maybe won another three-point contest or something. I believe he won a three-point contest. So all these guys were going to be Hall of Famers regardless, man. Dwayne Wade, Hall of Fame regardless. Anthony Davis, Hall of Fame regardless, man. He's a Hall of Famer. Anthony Davis can't play healthy. Anthony Davis is going to call easy Hall of Fame player, man. The dude's easy Hall of Fame player, guys. So once again, we think about all the players that played with LeBron James. He didn't make nobody a Hall of Famer. Like, oh man, this guy's a Hall of Famer because he played LeBron James. Like we know Scottie Pippen, right? We know Scottie Pippen. You can even say for Kobe Bryant that he helped make Pau Gasol a certified Hall of Famer. For someone who may have been a borderline Hall of Famer, Pau Gasol, Kobe Bryant made that man a Hall of Famer. You can say that. You can make that argument. LeBron James ain't made nobody no damn Hall of Famer, man. So when we think about, the Steph Curry and the Draymond Green, and Draymond Green being in the skills challenge, who the hell said Draymond Green was qualified to be in a skills challenge? You know who said that? The people who are Steph Curry fans. Oh yeah, Draymond Green, man. He's a 4-time champion. Is he really? He's a 4-time champion. Good for Draymond Green, man. Once again, they could have been 5-time champions, but Draymond Green kicked somebody in the crotch. That's who Steph Curry had on his team, man. Once again, shout out to Klay Thompson. We're not taking away from Klay Thompson. And the things that he did, he had some big moments. That series against OKC in 2016, Klay Thompson, you argue saved Steph Curry, so to speak. There are many big moments for Klay Thompson and the other players. Steph Curry has some good teammates. They got out there and played their roles, but Steph Curry allowed them to play their roles. He allowed Klay Thompson to be Klay Thompson. To once again, is Klay Thompson a Hall of Famer? He's going to make the Hall of Fame also. Is Klay Thompson a Hall of Famer without Steph Curry? To me, no, he's not, guys. So once again, Steph Curry made these guys Hall of Famers because they played in a team with an all-time great player that was able to mold and adapt his game and allow guys like Draymond Green to play the point forward position and to do what he do, play his antics, play the mind games, be that knucklehead. He allowed Klay Thompson to find that role, to be that guy that could get hot, that could take over. He didn't mind taking the backseat to Klay Thompson. He had that demeanor, right? He had that personality. He had the game. He needed the ball in his hands to be successful. LeBron James can't do that. So, to me, when you think about the players that Steph Curry made think about this, guys. And we're going to end the live on this, guys. We're going to end it on this. It all comes full circle. I want you guys to think about someone like Andrew Wiggins. LeBron James had the opportunity to take Andrew Wiggins as a #1 draft pick in 2015, guys, when he went back to Cleveland. He had a chance to mold Andrew Wiggins, to develop him all these years, to turn him into something, to show him the ways of the great player. What do you do in practice? All these things. He had that opportunity, but he didn't want it. He wanted them to trade that player for Kevin Love. That's what he demanded. So the Cavaliers obliged, and they did it for LeBron James. Let's fast forward now all those years later, 2022, when the Golden State Warriors win that championship. Who's Steph Curry's teammate in that run? It just happens to be that same Andrew Wiggins that LeBron James wanted no part of all those years ago. So Steph Curry made guys Hall of Famers that LeBron James would never make Hall of Famers, never made anybody a Hall of Famer. And Steph Curry actually won a championship and made someone a champion that LeBron James wanted no part of, Andrew Wiggins. That's what Steph Curry did for Andrew Wiggins. A guy who we see is very inconsistent at best, Andrew Wiggins. And Steph Curry won with these guys. These guys he won with, guys. So once again, these are the facts. I'm putting Steph Curry above LeBron James all time. It's a done deal for me. Don't cry in my comment section, you LeBron James fans. Don't get weird. Don't start making channels with my face like a bunch of weirdos. That's the reality that I'm living in right now. Steph Curry's greater than LeBron James. I have to put Steph Curry above LeBron James, guys, all time. There's no way I could look myself in the mirror and say LeBron James greater than Steph Curry. What he did is more impressive in the same era, under the same circumstances, in this weak-ass era. There's no way. Like I said, who would you rather go watch play basketball at any given moment? LeBron James, or Steph Curry? The way that LeBron James flops and carries himself and does all these antics, give me Steph Curry, man. We're going to go out there with Steph Curry. You guys know the deal. Like I said, Steph Curry made guys Hall of Famers. LeBron James ain't never made nobody a Hall of Famer. So I'm going to end the live, man. Much respect to all you guys. Like I said, I'm truly humble, guys. I'm sorry that I missed some of you guys' comments. I hope I read all the supers out there. Anyone who donated, man, thank you very much, guys. John Jack, LB, Nemo, LA, John Pettit, thank you very much, guys. Roger Worthy, DC, like I said, man. Bryce Nichols, thank you so much, Slow-Mo. Like I said, all you guys out there, man. Android 88, like I said, man. Ivan 94. Much respect to all you guys. Like I said, man. JLJ, classic basketball DVDs always coming through. Thank you very much, guys. Masculine MJ, Quietly Games. Thank you very much. Like I said, to all you guys that continue to support my channel. Shout out to Uncut Hoops who came through. Shout out to my man AOH who came through. Remember, guys, on Wednesday, me and AOH and Scap, we're going to be going live on Wednesday. All three of us, guys. The first time that we've done this, just us three on the live. So come check us out on Wednesday, guys. I'm not sure the time. I think AOH might have put it up already. I'm not sure. But we're going to be going live on Wednesday. Me, AOH, and Scash. So like I said, shout out to AOH for coming through. Uncut. Shout out for Dreamers Pro for coming through. And all you guys, man. Judah Son, thank you very much. Chase 1738. And I appreciate you guys, man, a lot, man. For real. It means a lot. Like I said, you guys know the deal, man. That's why I always thank you guys. You guys are the true basketball fans, man. When I see what you guys say in the comments, and you guys understand, you guys would call me out if I wasn't speaking the facts. You guys know we grew up in the same time, a lot of us. I know not all of us are the same age, but a lot of us watch this stuff. So you guys are right there. You guys know the deal, man. I'm not lying about this stuff. I'm giving you the facts, man. And once again, shout out to Jim Brown. Happy birthday to the late, great Jim Brown. Isn't it ironic, guys, that two of the greatest athletes in the history of the world, Jim Brown and Michael Jordan's birthdays, are on the same day, guys? They don't make them like that anymore. They don't make him like Jim Brown, man, who is a true hero, Jim Brown, a true hero. So once again, happy birthday to Jim Brown. Happy birthday, man, once again, to the greatest competitor of all sports, man, Michael Jordan. Like I said, Michael Jordan don't owe me a damn thing, man. I owe Michael Jordan. You guys know the deal, man. I'm going to catch you guys on the next.